Well, it is official, ladies and gentlemen. The 58 members of Umkhonto weSizwe are sworn in as members of parliament. This is fantastic news. We saw the usual faces that we expected to be in parliament, but then we saw some unusual faces, a great mixture of traditional leaders, the old and the new. But most of all, for me, I was excited to see my best politician in South Africa, the best political brain, according to me anyway, when it comes to Pan-Africanism. If you've been following this channel for so long, you know who I'm talking about. Andile Mngxitama. For me, that is an ace for Umkhonto weSizwe political party. Let's talk about him and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
President Jacob Zuma is here. Umkhonto weSizwe represents his vision. President Zuma's wisdom has made sure that he brings a very powerful leader of parliament from Umkhonto weSizwe, Judge Hlophe. So President Zuma is in control. We defer to him. He's our leader. Nothing will happen in parliament without him saying so. So President Zuma is in parliament basically.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, King 053, Mr. Easy Imali Eneng, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking about the MK party. Members sworn in, my best politician, the ace, I believe, for the MK party. I mean, when it comes to debate, when it comes to knowledge, when it comes to everything, I think Andile Mngxitama, when it comes to black consciousness, is one of the best, if not the best, politician we have in South Africa right now. He's head and neck like this with Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. For me, those are the two. I did a video about 3 weeks ago about the top 10 politicians in South Africa. You might just want to rewind back and go and check that video out. It was a fun video to do. So for me, I love Andile, man. I love Andile so much. People are speaking about John Hlophe. I love John Hlophe also so much radical, so much pro-African and everything. But I think Andile Mngxitama has been on this road for a long time. for such a long time. He never sold us, not even once. Not even once. If there's a man that must be celebrated in South Africa for standing for Pan-Africanism, it's Andile Mngxitama. Let me play some clips just to refresh your mind so that you know who exactly I'm talking about. Or maybe you are not too familiar about the gentleman. Let me just introduce you to Andile Mngxitama.
I want to say that I am not here to be understood. I don't want to be understood. It will be to ask too much from white people to understand me. Because if you understand me, you will then have to commit class suicide. Obliterate your position in this society as owners of the means of production. That's an impossibility. It cannot happen. So I'm not here to be understood. I'm here to simply tell you this, that there's a group of black people in this country who do not accept the deal which is continuing up to now. We are here to take back that which belonged to us. In fact, we must start with Nando's. You know, I was thinking about Nando's. So Nando's sells chicken, right? So where is this chicken raised from? From whose land? Our land. So we take the land and we take the chicken as well. And I mean, as I said, no, we don't want the chicken feet. The problem of the chicken feet is that right now we eat the chicken feet. So there is no, you see, black people are in a perpetual state of crisis. So this idea that you do land redistribution, there'll be trouble. No, we are in trouble now. So the economic amalgamation that you have, you must be scared. I mean, if I was white and I was part of capital, I would be. Because it means that the reconfiguration in a much more radical sense of my state of being. Let's talk about the land question. Whose land? No, the land belongs to black people, African people. And these African people include the Khoi and the San.
I remember every time when Andile Mngxitama was a guest speaker everywhere, I used to watch attentively and listen attentively because I wanted to hear what that man had to say. He says, the thing about us Africans is that we're trying to be understood. Our colonizers will never understand us because they have never lived the life that we have lived. You understand what I'm saying? So Andile is saying, I'm not here to be understood. I don't expect white people to understand us. And by white people, we are saying the settlers that took our land. Not all the white people must now feel offended. If you've got absolutely nothing, the only thing you've got is white privilege. It means you'll be treated differently from a black person in certain scenarios, in a crime situation, in a job situation, in other things. But when you don't have a land, you are poor just like us. Don't worry, we're not talking to you. We talk about people who are still eating the fruits of the ancestors, their ancestors who took over everything from our ancestors. You know, we are saying there's a group of people, Andile is saying, there's a group of black people who don't accept the deal that was given to Kodesa. We don't accept it. And slowly but surely, black consciousness is waking up. In South Africa, it's rolling like a snowball down the mountain. More people are catching up to this thing of saying, but no, man, we black people don't have anything. These people are owning these shops, these McDonald's. Tina, we are eating the chicken feet. We can make a joke about it and say, no, chicken feet is nice. No, you can't say poverty is nice. You can't say poverty is nice. You don't understand what is happening in the markets. That's your problem as an African child. Your education limits you the capacity to think beyond the books that you are taught. You understand what I'm saying? So, this notion that if we take the land, we're going to be in trouble. I love what Andile is saying. He says, we are already in trouble. Can't you see we are already poor? Can't you see we are already in trouble? There's nothing that we are gaining from all of these things, of playing humble. There's nothing that we are gaining. Oh my goodness. You know, Andile, even before Zuma would come and talk and everything, Andile was already talking long time ago, supporting that the constitution must change. The constitution must change. Let me play this for you.
Is a sin of land theft. That makes all of us who fight for land true believers in the gospel of God. Give me an amen, please. I'm going to do two things with the short time that I have. First is simply to admit the BLF premise that all the land in South Africa belongs to black people and it must be returned without conditions. Let me start by also addressing my brothers and sisters from UNISA philosophy department. Most of those who follow Professor Ramose, I saw some of them earlier, and also some of those brothers and sisters who are from the University of Pretoria, who practice what is called critical legal studies. I don't want us to have a debate. I know the arguments, and BLF accept those arguments around constitutional supremacy. I mean, this is an internal debate, please. Around constitutional supremacy. We know the amendment of the Constitution is not going to be the end and not give us land. But we support this proposition because our people believe in the Constitution. So we must exhaust the constitutional process. BLF are proud constitutional delinquents. We don't accept the South African Constitution and its legitimacy. So I want to settle the matter of the UNISA philosophy people and the critical race studies people. Dr. Mazingos has argued recently that we need what he calls a post-reconquer constitution. I want to respond simply saying, we will not have a post-land conquer constitution as a proposition of discussion. That constitution becomes possible after land reconquest. So we need a revolutionary program, not a discussion around a new constitution. I hope those understand this little intervention. Then,
now any Pan-African, And remember, I told you guys, Pan-Africanism means pro-black. When you want to be pro-African, everything that you want to do, you want to help black people, you want to, let's say black first. Like any other race and any other nation has done with their races. They have helped them first. The Afrikaner helped the Afrikaner first. The British helped the British first. The Chinese, I've made this example over and over again. That those people, they help their own people. Why should we feel guilty to say Africans first? It is a sickness, a disease that is eating us slowly in our minds and our hearts, that we think it is wrong to feed our own first. Just imagine your father comes at home with some groceries. You are happy, say, hey, we are going to eat. Then your father says, no, wait, let's call everyone in the streets. Let them come eat first. Let everyone come share with us. The question will be, when they get food, do they share with you? You understand? I'm talking about other races. You understand? When they eat the minerals of our country, when they are busy with the mining, when they are busy with the agriculture, when they are busy looting our land, when they are busy taking our minerals and everything, do they share with us Africans? It's a straight no without any question. They enjoy the benefits. You understand what I'm saying? So pro-African means we need to continuously believe that we must protect, we must love, we must provide for Africans first. It's enough anyway for everyone else, but Africans first. So our constitution does not speak that language. Our constitution speaks about equality, multiracial, all of these terms that then put us in one box and say, no, we are all equal. We are not equal. You know, some people say, no, chess is a life game. Understand? And I saw an example on the internet that explains very clearly that chess is not a life game. There is no time in life where we all start with the same pieces on the board. In life, we don't start with the same resources, all of us. You understand? And then there is no time in life where I see every move you make. I can respond to every move you make as the chess player, as your opponent. I can see every move the opponent makes, and I can make the moves and the opponent can see me. Life is not chess. You understand? Chess is a strategic game. There is no place where you tell a soldier to move from one place to another in life and they move there. That's why you find in politics people are backstepping each other and everything. It's just a strategic game. So we need to strategize to change this constitution. We need to change the constitution, guys. It's not speaking to us as Africans. Before Nkuluma Kakulu, Andile has already talked. Let's listen to what he says about the ANC is captured. Andile has been on this for years, guys. I'm telling you.
The ANC is non-racial, this thing that Prince is talking about. But President Zuma was clear that we needed to unite all black people to realize the land question. Now, Stellenbosch was terrified, including the mining charter, which was championed by Msebenzi Zwane, which said 30% of mining rights must be given to black people in a year's time. 55% of mining boards must reflect black people. A very radical move, which frightened white capital. White capital then organized to capture the ANC. As we speak right now, the ANC is a captured party, which President Zuma clearly characterized as an instrument of white monopoly capital. But they funded that process. We all know. Nobody can reject the fact that 1 billion rand was used to buy the ANC. As we speak now, the ANC is a party of white monopoly capital. And President Zuma is the biggest threat to that project because of his left-leaning ideological orientation, where he says we must all unite as black people, use our black majority advantage. This is the biggest advantage we have, is our numerical strength, which must be turned into political power. White people, the same friends of Prince, are sponsoring all these small little parties to fracture the black vote so that a fake majority of white people can emerge and they capture the country. As we speak now, it's possible that the deputy president of the country will come from the DA, because the DA has already said it is willing to work with Ramaphosa, not any other leader of the ANC, because the ANC is a right-wing political party as you speak. And we must deal with this narrative that corruption is black. You know, people talk about the Gupta's landing in Waterkloof. The Oppenheimers did not even go to the government department. They went to the ANC Lutuli house, the Oppenheimers, and instructed the ANC to give them an international airport of their own inside an international airport of the country. So as we speak, the Oppenheimers control an international airport. They did not land in some strip they own. Imagine what it means. Our diamond, our gold is probably going through this international airport, which is privatized. And they did not go to a government department. They should be in jail, these people. In fact, this is the people that Prince should be making a big noise about, including these people of Steinhoff, who, the Guptas, they did not even own 5% of the economy. How they captured the state. This is a narrative which is created to simply protect white interests. Steinhoff is the biggest corrupt group in South Africa. And that leader of theirs must be jailed, as the banks who are manipulating the rent. That is economic terrorism. But
many of our ANC brothers and sisters, in private, they do accept with the I know, but the ANC is flopping here. But I in a way admire their resistance of saying, even if it is the ANC is captured, we will die in it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the rationale of thinking like that. But you see these people, they are dying in the ANC and they are accepting with it's fine. We will die with this president that we have. I don't know why people accept those type of things. It's like in a house, the father is beating the mother, the father is raping the sister, the father is hitting the son, the father is not supporting them, and the people in the house say, we will stick with our father. Even though he's not perfect, we will stick with him. Imagine. It's like they don't understand what we say when we say the state is captured. When you talk about state capture in the terms of Zuma, in the reference of Zuma, you're speaking about the Gupta family alone. When we talk about the state capture in the reference of Cyril Ramaphosa, we're speaking about many white families, 3 or 4, 5 white families, the Minels, the Oppenheimers, the Ruperts, the likes, the Beers. You can go on and on and on. Which one is better? At least this one, if we do accept that the state was captured anyway during Zuma's time, because we said funds were shifted from white monopoly capitalism to another direction. Yes, it had Indian in it, but they did not like that. So they had to take Zuma out. They had to. The mistake they did was to keep Jacob Zuma alive. They poisoned him once, you remember, and he survived it, and he said no more. So the Oppenheimers and the Guptas, for me, it's uncomparable. You know, the Guptas, yes, we might say they arrived in 1994, whatever, they were here before that time, whatever, but it's not comparable to the Oppenheimers. You can't compare them to the Oppenheimers. They are not in the same league. They are small boys. They did not even have 5% of the economy. They had nothing. They had nothing. They were still trying to gradually open up and try to open black eyes up to say, hey guys, these people are eating in front of you. You guys can eat also. Open your eyes. You understand what I'm saying? And the black millionaires were starting to roll in. People call it tender, premier and everything. Oksala imali beyiza giti. So, let me leave this Oppenheimer and Gupta's thing. It's not benefiting us now as Africans with the trajectory that we want to move forward. The reason why I love Andile Mngxitama is because he's a great public speaker. He knows how to capture people's mind, and he has always supported Jacob Zuma, even when he had his own party. Black first, land first. It was amazing to say, hey, Mona, what is it? Why is it that you cannot keep to your agenda of your party and just do what you guys need to do? Why are you supporting Jacob Zuma like this? You are in every court appearance, you are there. Let's quickly listen to what he was saying back in the days.
The leaks have come out, the emails that shows that in fact it is R1 billion white monopoly capital has given to Ramaphosa to buy the ANC conference to undermine the program of radical economic transformation. What today load shedding it again. The people who gave that R1 billion want ESCOM to be sold. That's why they're destroying ESCOM and they're hitting us with load shedding. So load shedding, God comrade to finish load shedding. It is back today. It is not because it's a mistake, comrades. They are selling SAA. They've already sold some of the aeroplanes. The people who gave your president money are the ones who are buying these assets of the state. And you think that the judiciary itself is not implicated. Zuma will not get a free trial. And we must be clear, comrades, drop the charges against Zuma. Drop the charges against Zuma because you have dropped the charges against the SARS rogue unit. But to balika rakhoto, comrades. But to balika treasonous things, their charges are being withdrawn. When there is solid evidence, 6 independent investigations have shown that these people are involved in criminal activities, but their charges are being withdrawn, but the charges against President Zuma still stand. So we must say very clearly, hands off Zuma, arrest the Klerk, drop the charges, and let me conclude by telling you another file. Comrades, let me conclude by telling you, you see, comrades, they have stopped the aeroplanes, the line to KwaZulu-Natal, to Jebe. It is not just the aeroplanes, comrades, they also stopped with Translugs. They are attacking KwaZulu-Natal as a province because they believe KwaZulu-Natal is supporting President Zuma. They are doing what apartheid used to do. They are stopping people from moving and information from flowing so that we must not organize well to defend Umsholozi. So these
people like myself who loved Jacob Zuma, I'm talking about since I was politically conscious, 2009, since Umsholozi was our president, up until today, I always loved that old man because he has the people's person effect that other presidents did not have. Only Mandela had that. Thabo Mbeki does not have that. Thabo Mbeki does not command the type of respect in the township, in the suburbs, in the different races everywhere like Jacob Zuma. Cyril Ramaphosa can't claim that he does that also. Kgalema Motlatsi can't claim. Only Mandela and Zuma has the type of same effect. And I believe it's a little bit more with Zuma. You understand? It's a little bit more with Zuma. Zuma would have the loyalties. Fair. Maybe Mandela would have more fans, but Zuma had the loyalties, the people that were willing to die for him. I mean, we saw it in the July unrest the last time. And you saw just how much South Africans love Jacob Zuma. People travel from different countries to go to different provinces to go and stand at Nkandla to say, you cannot arrest our president. That's a very special effect. These are not people that are summoned or whatever. These are just people from their heart. They say, this is wrong. Arrested without a trial, this is wrong. But people don't care. People just acted like the Zondo Commission was a court. Like they can instruct a court to arrest Jacob Zuma. The Zondo Commission. You understand? So, John Hlophe spoke in length that they have taken everything from him. He is heartbroken for what they did to him. But anyways, the level of respect you hear from John Hlophe, Nhlamulo Ndlela, from everyone from the MK, even from the EFF, the level of respect that you hear for the old man is very refreshing to see. Very refreshing to see. There's something special there. I mean, we might be wrong. We will see what will happen when time goes by, but 58 seats in your first try. Come on, guys. in a rigged election. Even when even when they robbed you, they gave you 58%. I mean 58 seats. Even when they robbed you, imagine if they were honest. And they are, the MK is saying we are in parliament, but it does not mean that we have accepted the results. We still have court procedures that are operating on the side. They are still going to challenge this. So I hope that they don't get weaker and weaker and start enjoying when the salaries come in. You know, when the first salary comes in, 100 and something thousand, and they go home with 80,000, 90,000 and all of that. I hope they don't start losing themselves as a party, because money changes people. Money changes people. Last thing I want to say, I'm very happy for Andile Mngxitama. The man was dead broke. Broke in debt. I believe he still is now. The man is still finding his feet now. The man, they even poisoned him. Andile Mngxitama lost a lot of weight. You could not recognize him from the Andile you knew him. It was like he was slowly dying. And I'm so happy that the Lord kept the hand of grace upon that man's life, and to keep him to continue to fight for us as African people. That's my take on the MK party sworn in. I just wanted to highlight this guy. Did Bonginkosi Kanyile also get sworn in? I did not see a picture of him. I had a busy day today, honestly. I mean, now as I'm recording, it's 1 a.m. in the morning. So I did not even get a chance to go through the videos properly and check if Ubonginkosi was there. I don't know. You guys will tell me on the comment section. But anyway, until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you. Subscribe.